Heal the World. This song, I feel like, has aged so incredibly well, and its relevance has sustained, if not become even more so in our current day and age. And the depth of this recording is really something else, as is Michael's vocal performance. He does an incredible job of using dynamics to create this beautiful handoff into the choir. And I have something very specific I'd like you to pay attention to, if you're up for it, as we listen to his voice. But first, let's get into the beautiful arranging and subtle recording nuances that you may have never heard before until now, because yes, we have multitracks. Let's start with the drum overheads, or just overall room mics for the drums. Hi-hat spot mic. Yeah. Nice sounding kick. Now this snare 4 might be a top and bottom mic between snare 1 and snare 4. And then we've got this nice. It's cool. And the real fun comes here with this snare 2. Eh? It's functioning as a reverb. You can bring it out. Don't have it so high that it sounds like its own entity, but that it creates this reverb tail off of the original snare. Beautiful. Let's get the toms in there. Well recorded drums, man. It's just grooves, just awesome. And you can hear the humans that are creating it in the bleed and in the background. Eh? Yeah, so cool. Synth hi-hat. Sounds more like a shaker. Just beautiful. All right, some Rhodes and piano. Subtle differences in the performances that create this width and this forward momentum. I didn't even really realize that there were multiple keyed performances. So many key changes in this song, too. back of the bar instrumental version. These call and response occurrences across different instruments, it's so cool. You just don't hear this kind of arranging and stuff as much as I'd like to anymore. So many things are programmed and labored over in a different way, but there's a little arpeggiated thing going in the piano there, and then you hear that sort of echoed in with the way the guitar sound is working. Okay, now I have a soft spot in my heart for strings orchestration. Years ago in another life, I worked as a recording engineer for orchestral music, and I got to attend these incredible full orchestral performances or string quartets or piano violin duets and be the recording engineer and preserve these beautiful performances. And so when I hear real strings, I get lost in them. The space that's created in these recordings, and these are absolutely beautiful here, these strings. And what we have here is we have strings and brass and what sounds like a little bit of woodwinds in this track. And then we have two different synth strings that are layered in. And I never feel like I can hear in any recording ever the real strings enough. So to be able to hear them in isolation here, this is a real treat. It's like a song in and of itself. Let's go on a journey. It's like sipping a perfect wine outside on a spring day with fresh air and breathing in the blend of the fresh air and the smell of the wine with the little breeze. Hear those horns? I love those counter movements there. And then okay, now listen to that section with the synths in there. It's pretty cool. Especially because I have the actual acoustic orchestra up a little bit more. Love how the brass grows in there. And you hear the cellos accentuated with some of the synth stuff that's going on. And the synth give this wonderful sustained background and this like bass level to the pop out and dynamics of the real thing. And I'm going to continue with the orchestra up and these synth lines in the background a bit more so that we can get the context but can hear more of the nuances from the ones. Mm-hmm. This is kind of cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, listen to that beautiful string run there. And then I'm going to add some synth hi-hat in, which is a very constant thing. And when you put a constant, digital rhythmic divider underneath a living and breathing orchestra, you really get a sense for why we love and connect with this kind of stuff so much. The push and pull, the way we have these dynamic things, but then the way that all the instrumentalists move in and around a beat, it is extra special. And you hear that in the final mix, more you sense it. When I put this orchestra against a rhythmic constant, you're really going to hear it. Dragging of the strings as they ascend. And that descent right there, was not, he's not pulling back the time there. That's pushed just a little bit. It's playing around the beat. That's what big orchestras that are really good do really well. I love that. It's very, very, not staccato, but... Forte, forte! In a sense, bring this out. I want to bring in just some synth bass and some drums with some of those strings real quick. It's a neat sound. The movement of that synth bass is pretty cool against everything else that's happening. can hear the imperfection in timing, which is that push-pull that the orchestra gives with that rock-solid drum groove and the movement of that bass. There's just nothing like a performance like this. Man, it's so cool. So cool. Okay, let's get into these beautiful vocals. Now, we've got Michael's lead right here, and then we also have 4 different choir tracks, stereo recordings of various layers in the choir. Super cool. The lead vocals have some sort of guide rhythm embedded in them, which initially I was a little bit disappointed about, but you can hear all the nuances of Michael's performance like you never could in the full recording. So this is pretty cool.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow.
Now, what I love about this performance in particular, and every Michael performance on every song is different, but they borrow little things from here and there. And he's doing, though this is later in his career, he's doing quite a bit in this performance of what he did before his voice changed when he was much younger. And that is existing in this area.
In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow.
Where he's singing quietly enough in his chest voice and going up sorrows. What did I do there? I am existing in this place where I can be in my chest voice and then I can go up to my head voice and back down in a pretty narrow note range and transition between those 2 registers seamlessly. It has to do a lot with the dynamics that I'm choosing. You heard it again there. Dynamics. Head voice, chest voice, dynamics. You hear him doing this all over the place with no break. This isn't sorrow.
In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow.
Just beautiful, beautiful balance. There's no hurt or sorrow. Sorrow. Is head voice. Row. The beginning of row is in chest voice, although light, and then it trails back when he goes into the vibrato. It trails into a head voice, all in one little word. Masterful and so nuanced. You don't notice this stuff, I think, unless it's pointed out, and also unless you can hear them isolated and hear the depth of what's actually going on.
To cry in this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living.
Now, listen to his vibrato on living. It's more of a tremolo there, but listen on the end of sorrow. Exaggerating it. That's a pitch bend or pitch-based vibrato. But when we hear living, it's more of a tremolo. Living. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of pitch, but it's like this diaphragmatic breath pressure modulation, and therefore it's like an amplitude vibrato rather than a pitch-based vibrato. And it's interesting to hear how Michael will switch between the two based on what kind of voice he's using.
Hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world.
The choir.
Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
Okay, let's solo Michael out just for a second, and then I want to solo the choir out. Listen here.
If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
Beautiful, tender dynamics there.
Place for you and
for you, for you and for me. You ends up being in this beautiful restrained head voice. I mean, you can easily sing that, for you and for me, but that would be, just kind of this, bleh. So, I mean, and Michael he was nuanced with everything. But, if you take, Dirty Diana Michael and you put him in this setting, I mean, obviously it just doesn't work. He had this beautiful ability to become the song. And what he did with his voice, that's why everything was so unique. Every approach, Dirty Diana Michael, Thriller Michael, Off the Wall Michael, I mean, characters, immersion.
Place for you and for me.
I love how for me, I can't even do it. The way his weight comes on in the middle of 4.
Place for you and for me.
Now, just the choir.
There are people dying if you care enough for the living.
And I think you can hear Michael in the choir too. He's singing back there with them.
For you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. You care enough for the living.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's Michael.
Make a better place for you and for me.
All right.
If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. If we try, we should.
Yeah, what you can't hear with the guide percussion is these snaps in the choir mic. Super cool. You can hear the headphone bleed from Michael. Oh, that was beautiful.
Enough for us grow.
Beautiful here.
Feels that always.
There's that wonderful vocal weight and registration moderation again.
Feels that always.
And always, head voice, chest voice, with no break, and just so perfectly tailored down into the lower note. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Try that with your voice, like be in head voice or falsetto, your Mickey voice, and go down to your chest voice and finesse it downward with da-da-da-da. And I'm a vocal nerd because this is a voice channel. I teach people how to sing, and I teach people how to pull from their inspirations and create opportunities for their own voice. If you'd like help doing that, creating opportunities with your own voice, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. I'll help you pull things out of your voice through free non-judgmental experimentation that you never knew were there.
Feels that always. Love's enough for us growing. Make a better world. Make a better world. Heal the world. Make it a better place. For you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying.
Like that thing going on.
Entire human race. There are people dying.
People dying. Just a wonderful touch in arranging there.
The entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face.
Now listen to it's not heat. It's not that grit that we get sometimes from Michael, but again, his dynamic control is second to none. Just him for a second.
And the dream we were conceived in will reveal a joyful face.
Hear how simultaneously pure whir is.
And the dream we were conceived.
Dream we were. The whir has this bellish forward, like, I mean, yeah, you're ringing a bell on that one. Then dream is this not witchy, but just that Michael was a master at dynamically using his placement. And that's why we can have like a single note grow in so many different ways. And you hear it nuanced in this performance in ways you don't hear in any other performance.
And the dream we were conceived and will.
Hear that? In the dream we were. Not in the dream we were. Or in the dream we were. It's like both.
And the dream we were conceived and will reveal a joyful face. And the world we once believed in will shine again in grace. Then why do we keep strangling life on this earth, crucify its soul? Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. We could fly so.
Hear how full that note that should just be head voice is up there?
Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly, be God's glow. We could.
And he has that little, that exhale, sort of like what I just did there.
Earth crucify its soul. Though it's plain to see this world is heavenly.
Heavenly. I love stuff like that. Connecting with the lower, more like primal voice there.
This world is heavenly. Be God's glow.
And then the thinning out of be God's glow. Not glow, glow. There's a way to it. Which he's actually summoning, believe it or not, when he's lower. No. Oh, he's got that. He's got that coordination and that sensation. Oh, and he takes that up here. And so it's this thicker, more present thing. It's a mixed voice that wouldn't normally, if you weren't grounding and really in tune with how your instrument worked, wouldn't be that supported up here on that high of a note in a male voice. It would be, but instead it's, here, and then, yeah. We hear him use this same approach in songs where he's belting and then he's got the grit up there and he's singing pretty high. I keep referring sort of to Dirty Diana. He's using a similar approach, but with other nuanced techniques there as well. And I've covered that song also. It's so cool to hear this stuff.
This world is heavenly. Be God's glow. We could fly so high. Let our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll.
Now we're getting ready to hear this just gracious, graceful handoff between the role of the lead vox into what the choir does. And I never heard this before hearing these isolated vocals. This is pretty special here.
Turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
So we have choir Michael. There's really not much going on here in the lead, except our percussion. He almost becomes like an afterthought in this lead section here. He's not even like finishing or starting some of the words. And as the choir grows in prominence, we have this sort of allegory taking place in the music where for you and for me, the entire human race, we get this sense of unity as our king of pop goes, okay, it's not about me. It's about all of us. And we hear this happening in the raw tracks. It's not just the way they mixed it. It's the way Michael envisioned it and then performed it.
For me and the entire human race, there are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world, make it a better place.
So this, this is just going to church here. He's no longer responsible for carrying this melody that he's established. So he can ad-lib, he can drop out, he can just be real free and flowy. He does this in just such a tasteful way from here on out.
To the world, make it a better place for my friends, for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying, if you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world.
Yes, I love all the key changes in this song. This is glorious here.
For me. Heal the world. Heal the world. Make it a better place. All my friends. For you and for me and the entire human race. All the time.
So he's even ad-libbing some in the choir stuff too.
All the time.
Right?
The entire human race. All the time.
The people dying. That reinforced falsetto or that mixed voice even happening back there. So cool.
Make a better place for you and for me.
And just listen to the lead vocals alone here.
Make a better place for you and for me.
They're just almost not there in comparison with the collective. To me, that just makes it so special hearing that.
Make a better place for you and for me. Make a better place for you and for me. Death is time.
See, we get to hear all the little ad-libs and stuff that you don't hear with the same prominence in the final mix.
For you and for me, death is time. Make a better place for you and for me. You and make a better place. Make a better place. Make a better place. Heal the world we live in. Save it for our children. Heal this world we live in.
I love that call and response. I just love it.
Make a better place. Make a better place. Heal the world we live in. Save it for our children. Heal this world we live in. Save it for the children. Make a better place.
Save it for our children. Heal the world we live in. Save it for our children.
For our children, as a parent of teenagers who are getting more and more ready to enter the world on their own, I really feel a weight of responsibility. Live in such a way that doesn't grab everything for my own generation, but to really think about, my children and my children's children, and what am I doing now to invest in their future? Not give them money, but in the way I conserve, in the way I consume, in the way I spend, in the way I invest my time. How am I doing things for the good of others and not just existing for myself? And this, going through it like this was another wonderful reminder of that. Thanks for watching, listening, nerding out with me. I love these. I love these multi-track Michael Jackson tracks. Done quite a few of them. You can find them here in this playlist. I don't have many more to do, so these are some of among the last I'm going to be able to put up here like this on this channel. So enjoy. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. And again, if you would like help working with your own voice, I'm a voice coach. I love teaching people how to pull from their inspirations and find out what their voice can really do. Click that link in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course to work with me further. We'll see you for more.